Good morning, beautiful people. It's Saturday morning. I was shows watching cartoons and eating cereal, but gotta get my butt to work. That's what you gotta do, right? I just wrote down an article on LinkedIn. Just shared it last night about the one thing that there's only one reason, right? There's only one reason that prevents you from reaching your goals as an artist. Yeah, people try to come up with many reasons, right? It's a great article. I really like it. One of my best. Not because I just wrote it last night, but it was one of my best articles. There's only one reason why you cannot reach your goals as an artist. I've discovered this over and over. I've got my ass kicked in the process, and I learned what it was. In the article, I state that although everybody has different reasons, right? Because that's what life looks like. You know, if you have children, you have to take care of your children. Excuse me. If you have a mortgage, you have a day job, you know, and at night you're an artist or something like that. I don't know. You have to take care of that, right? So you have all these things, not to mention all the shit that you have to do to market. Look, I like how this door opens. Not to mention all the shit that you have to do to market and sell your artwork, right? If you want success as an artist. So there's all this shit happening in everybody's life. Everyone's life is the same, but we can also say that it's different. But it's pretty much the same. Everybody's got a lot of things to do. There's many things to do. And different things, you know, there's different things to do. There's, as I mentioned, right, there's your responsibilities, and there's also your challenges, which are getting to market, or personal challenges, emotional challenges. What if you spend a lot of time and energy arguing with your partner, you know, and on and on and on and on. There's a lot of challenges that happen. There's a lot of stuff that happens. And so I state in the article, there's only one reason why you cannot reach the success you want as an artist. There's only one reason. And you don't have to be an artist. Again, with all my material, you don't have to be an artist to relate with the stuff that I'm saying. There's only one reason. Okay? It's not the lack of time. It's not the lack of money. It's not the lack of enthusiasm. It's not even the lack of energy. It's not the lack of inspiration. It ain't none of that bullshit. There's only one mother effing reason. And that is, you keep coming up with reasons. That's the only reason. You keep coming up with excuses. I know, because that's pretty much what I've done my entire career. Keep coming up with excuses. Keep coming up with reasons. Keep coming up with bullshit. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I don't know what to do. I have to go pick up my kid from school. I have to go, I don't know, I have to hire people in my studio. I can't do it all alone. Oh my God. And I need to sell, and I need to market, and I also need to take care of this emotional thing that's happening in my family right now. And on and on and on. And it's a bunch of bullshit. They are excuses. You keep coming up with excuses. See, the brain does this. The brain is a very, very interesting thing. Our human brain is a very... it's a gift from the gods, right? It's a gift. We're able to function. We're able to project. That's really what the brain does, in my opinion. You're able to, your mind, right? You're able to project. You have an idea, you can project it. Almost like one of those school projectors, those light projectors, right? You can project an idea, a concept, an idea of somewhere in the future and an idea of somewhere in the past, right? A possibility. You project things. It's a projector. The thing is that the projector knows nothing, and I don't say little, knows nothing about living. The projector knows nothing about living. How could it? It's never lived before. It's only been a projector. The projector knows nothing about living. Yet we keep using the projector as if it knows everything, and we listen to it, and but our mind gives us fragmented ideas, concepts of the reality. It's not even the full fucking picture. It gives us ideas and concepts only. That's all it does. And they're great, and they serve their function, and I mean, it's a beautiful gift. It's a necessity, but we keep misusing it. And everybody does this. Only a very small percentage of people learn how to bypass this, and therefore get shit done. When your mind starts going, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to do that, the average person says, oh my God, I'll just do nothing. I don't know what to do, and then they stress out, and then they go sit somewhere and they drink, or they focus on some other shit that they're not supposed to do because they're procrastinating, right? When a challenge comes up for a very small group of people that train themselves, they weren't born that way, they trained themselves. I've noticed they train themselves. Challenge comes up, the very first thing they do is, okay, let's do it. Like Nike says, right? Just do it. Let's just do it. How do I do it? I don't know. Let's just do it. I was watching this interview by one of the guys. I think it was a GE, General Electric guys, one of the first ones that blew up the company. And he kept saying, people, the top producers, just do it. They do it, and they do it. He kept saying it was a funny thing because he was asked, right? Well, he was asked, I'm gonna, by other junior executives, right? They're like, I'm gonna, this is my year. I'm gonna make it great. And then he just laughed and he said, okay, well, do it. Because the reality is that we don't do it. We don't do it. And as soon as we start doing it, we come up with all kinds of reasons why we can't do it. I'm gonna get a coffee.
Good morning, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you?
Yeah, can I please have a venti pie place with steam half and half and classic? That's breakfast.
What was it, that Pike's place?
Steam half and classic.
Steam half and half and classic.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Have you guys brought back the berry swirl croissants?
Yeah, we don't have that anymore just because it was seasonal.
No. Okay.
I know.
All right, that's cool. I'll just have the coffee right now.
I'm sorry?
I'll just have the coffee.
Okay, sorry about that.
It's okay.
341 free at the window.
Thank you. Yeah, coffee. Here, I got a question right here. I got to read. Let me stop the car. Right here in the window, the Starbucks window. Starbucks window.
341, please.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. How are you?
Good.
You have any fun plans today?
Yeah. Work.
Tell me Tell me everything.
Work.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, oh no? It's the funniest thing in the world.
What? But what do you do?
Oh, it's what you do, right?
Yeah.
I'm a painter. I'm an artist.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's cool. At least it's not lame. You have a great day at work, okay?
Thank you. All right. See, most people don't like working. They're like work is ugly. And when you think of something, it's your experience. It's you experiencing the past or future in different dimensions. Totally. Yeah, it's never, when you think of something, it's never the now. You're never in the present moment, right? As the many sages have said. When you think of something, you're completely outside of the present moment. You're not even, you are, but your mind isn't, so therefore you're not experiencing, you're not, as the great Jesus said, you're not living the fullness of life. You're not living the fullness of life. You're half-assing it. In other words, I would add to that. You're half-assing it. It's not the fullness of life because you're living through your projector, not through your experience, not through your body, not through your physical fullness experience. Anyways, I got esoteric there for a second, but check it out. When you do it, when you start doing the things that are very uncomfortable, a magic comes in and picks you up, right? Picks you up. The reason why you don't do things, it's a bunch of things. It's a bunch of things, right? It's a bunch of things. It's fear, the unknown. I gotta do this. I got married. I got all kinds of other things that I'm supposed to be doing right now too, and I can't do it all by myself. I gotta take care of my kids. I gotta take care of that, my job, and then come home and clean the house and blah blah blah. The reason why things don't happen, it's because there are reasons. That's the only reason. There is no such thing. The reason why you didn't get to work on time, it's not because of the traffic. It's because you didn't get your ass to work on time. That's the only thing. Like right now, I'm a little bit late. A little bit. There is no reason for it. There is no reason for it. I mean, I could come up with all kinds of, I went to sleep late, but no, the reason is because I came up with a reason. That's the only reason. If that makes any sense. You could have gotten to work earlier. You could have left earlier. You could have left yesterday. You could have stayed the night at work. You get all sorts of things as to why you could have made it work. See, the human condition is a master at coming up with excuses. And let me tell you why. You heard it growing up through your parents, TV, society. You heard it growing up. You heard all the shit. You heard people saying, well, Jim, or in my case, Pablo. You heard it growing up, What did you think it was going to happen? I couldn't do it. I had to take care of Juan over here. And then shit like that, right? You heard it growing up all the time. So it became and then you heard your mommy and your daddy. Hey, mommy and daddy. You heard your mommy and your daddy say, hey, you can't get up from that. You can't leave the table. You can't be excused unless you finish all your food. You think that shit didn't get into your subconscious and told you that you cannot move forward unless you finish everything you start. When in reality, you don't need to finish everything you start. You need to get moving. This is why people, when they're going to clean something, when they get to their studio or they're going to clean their garage or whatever, they're like, I got to clean it. And they make it a point to make it a life event. It's like the whole day. They're like, oh, today I'm cleaning the garage. No, today you don't have to clean the fucking garage. You'll only need 1 hour or 30 minutes. 1 hour tops to clean it. But people want to make an event out of it. They want to make an event. If they make an event out of it, then they can excuse themselves from other things that they need to do. Okay? Now this is a little side angle. But if you make an event out of things, then you can come up with reasons. Like if someone asks you, hey, why didn't you do this? I was cleaning the garage all day. It was so much work. Well, why were you doing that? Why were you cleaning the garage? Why did it take you all day to clean the garage? Why didn't you clean it yesterday? Why didn't you clean 10 minutes of it every day so that you wouldn't have to stay, 9 hours there? Here, I'm going to put you guys, roll up the window here. Morning, Stephanie. Good morning. I want to paint, but I don't have paint. I want to paint, but I don't have paint. I have to go buy paint. I couldn't paint because I don't have paint. Bullshit. You can't paint because you didn't commit to painting. This has been my life story. I'm a master at coming up with excuses. I've done it my whole life. I don't even know how I was able to become a full-time artist with so many fucking excuses. I don't even know how I was able to do it. How I was able to pull it off. I have no idea. I can only imagine what I'm about to do without excuses. I have no idea how I was able to pull off so much work, so much inventory, so many paintings with the amount of excuses that I come up with. Yeah. Calling it what it is. Look at this. Starbucks. And the reality is that you have not, if you're watching this and you haven't gotten the things that you want as an artist, you have not reached your goals because you are a master excuse maker. Master excuse maker. Master procrastinator. And I certainly don't say this to offend anybody. Look, guys, I'm saying this to shine some light and possibly help you. I know what it is. I've done it one too many times. I know exactly what it is. When you come up with excuses, you are making a conscious effort to throw down the drain your dreams and aspirations. You are making a conscious effort. Very good, dude. You're making a conscious effort to make sure that you have no opportunity, no chance of making it as an artist. Okay, this is real. This is real, guys. This is very real. When you have excuses, when you tell yourself, I can't do this, or this is too hard, or I don't know, the economy is not buying, I don't know what to sell, I don't know what to paint. When you're telling yourself bullshit like that, you're making a conscious effort, a very conscious effort. Okay? And maybe not conscious, maybe it's subconscious, I don't know. But you're definitely making an effort. You're making an effort to and I know you didn't tune in this morning to hear some random a-hole tell you why you're not getting the things you want. But I wish somebody told me that. I mean, I would hear it on YouTube videos and you know, the little workshops I attended, the workshops I paid online, but I still had excuses, right? I didn't take it. It didn't sit right. It felt like I was being bullied by my coach. I know some people that watch me kind of resent me for the shit that I say. But I promise you, I mean no harm. I come in peace. With peace offerings of abundance and all kinds of good ish. There's only one reason why you don't have the things you want. Only one reason. If you are not careful, hey, look at this. Plastic paint skins. Can this be a cool collage for a painting? I think so. Gabriela. Good morning, Gabriela. How are you? I'm going to wave at you. Gabriela. But yeah, guys, there is only one reason why we don't have the things we want. We don't get the things we want. We don't have the opportunities that we want. Only one reason. We like to think there's many reasons, but there's only one. The reason is we keep coming up with reasons. We keep making excuses. It's only one. It's not 1,000. It's not because you're I don't know, you're overworked, you're underworked, your kids don't listen to you, your spouse is lazy. It's none of that. You live in the wrong place. I don't know, like there is no galleries where you live. Well, maybe you shouldn't try galleries. Maybe you should move if the opportunity to move is not there yet. Maybe galleries is not the thing to do. Maybe the thing to do is online. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the thing to do is exhibiting in restaurants. I used to exhibit in restaurants. I used to do small exhibits. No, good boy. It's okay. I used to do little shows all over town. The thing is that some people do that and they try it and it doesn't work, and well, because you tried it. But if you are all over your town with small shows, the dentist office, especially high traffic areas, but if you can't have high traffic areas, at least areas where people can have a little bit of disposable income, right? So the interior designers, and on and on and on. I mean, it goes on. It goes on. It doesn't stop, right? Just like excuses, they go on. They don't stop. There's so many of them. I got so many excuses. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Of course not. Who does? With so many excuses, so many scapegoats. Who wants to get anything done? Nobody wants to get anything done. The moment that you start getting things done, you will notice and you will ask yourself, how did I go all my life coming up with bullshit excuses? How did I go about it? And start asking yourself that question. See, if you commit to doing it, you will find a way. You will find a way. It's going to become a game. But only if you commit to doing it. It's going to become a game. It's going to become one of those things that, okay. You're going to start moving in ways that you never thought were even possible, that you could move before. You're going to start coming up with strategies and creativity that you never even thought you had. All kinds of creativity. Why? Because you don't give yourself an out. If you give yourself an out, if you say, well, I can't continue to work because I got to go to sleep, and oh my God, well, I ran out of time. If you give yourself an out, you will continuously, conscious or unconscious, find an out for everything. Don't give yourself an out, guys. Don't give yourself an out. Tell yourself, no, this shit's gotta happen. This has gotta happen. This has gotta happen. This is going to happen. There is no option for failure, and there is no option for not getting it done, not doing it. Now again, there's things that take longer, right? Let's be realistic here. No more outs. Yeah, there's things that take longer. For example, some of you paint, and your paintings, you're hyper realist or something, and your paintings take longer. Yeah, okay. Then devote yourself to making your paintings. Put some hours in there. I don't know, whatever hours you need. You don't even know what you need till you do, right? But start with telling yourself, I'm going to paint. But have in the back of your mind that you're going to do all this other shit too. Because you can't just sit there and paint all day, right? Remember what I told you about the garage? You can't just clean. You can't make it an event. You can't be like, well, I'm going to clean the garage today, so all day I got is clean the garage for the whole day. No, it doesn't work like that, because then you're going to start finding small, minuscule little bullshit to clean because you're using it as a scapegoat. The trick to cleaning the garage, or cleaning your studio, or doing any activity for that matter, the garage is just a little example, right? The trick to it is to give yourself, I got 20 minutes. I got 30 minutes. I don't know. That's all I got. And you don't have to go and you have to go and light candles and make it an effing event, you know. You just run in there as fast as you can. And see, what happens is that your brain is going to tell you, it's going to help you cut the bullshit. Now, this is not going to happen the first day, but you're going to realize how faster you are, right? Because you've given yourself 20, 30 minutes to do a task. You're going to give yourself that. You're going to tell your brain is not going to be able to come up with excuses and bullshit because you only got so much time. That's when you get good. Now you're training yourself to get good. This is how I train myself to paint, because it used to take me forever to paint, and I used to tell myself, you know what, it can't take me longer than this. This is what it's going to take me, because otherwise I'm never going to get it done. Until I train myself to get it done, to just do it and remove all the BS. All right. I'll leave you guys with that. My name is Jose Trujillo. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.